G'day all, welcome to another build tutorial. Here we'll be building the suspension for a rock crawler. This is the same suspension that I'd used for the 8x8 truck. The tilt tray, it's pretty low complexity and it's adjustable, so your ride height, and has heaps of flex, as you can see here. And it works very well. And here's the 8x8 version. Might need to adjust a little bit of the dampening. Alright, we'll get to the build. We'll start with a 2x2 block. We'll get some hinges, zero these out, face them up and down. Now we'll get a 1x3 tube. Place it on the end like so. Now we'll get a rotating servo, and we'll zero this out as well. We'll get some flat connectors, 1x3. While we're here, we'll grab the 1x2 and just place it below like so. Grab another zeroed out hinge, place it in here, forwards and backwards for the first one, and then we'll copy another one on top and face it left to right. Now we'll get a tube double T, face it in like so. We'll get a fresh steering connector, place it on the end, so that's the front axle now complete. We'll get another flat connector, place it on top like so. Now we can get some springs, face them flat, so make sure that that connects to the flat connector like so. We'll copy another spring across, and we'll have the flat connector facing the other way. Copy another zeroed out hinge, face it forwards and back like so. Now we'll get some L brackets, face them out like that. Copy another one, face it facing forward. Now we'll get some pistons. We'll configure that to 0.9. We'll get just a single tube. Connect that to the side of the pistons like so. And now we'll get a 2x4. And we'll connect that like so. So that's the front part done. We'll get a motor. And place it in like so. And on the front of the motor, we'll put a 2x2 wedge. We'll face it like so. And we'll face it down there, connecting the motor. And now we'll turn mirror mode off. And we'll copy this to the back. So. Turn mirror mode back on. You can keep four-wheel steering if you like. For this, I'll leave it off. Get a single tube. Put some wheels on. And now we'll connect the seat, which will then connect the front and rear parts of the suspension. Like so. And that is your crawler complete. You can adjust the suspension dampening or the stiffness however you like or need, but yeah, it all works quite nicely. Now to make it an 8x8, just quickly remove the seat. We'll copy the front and we'll move it forward by 1. And now we'll get a 1x3 wedge. We'll face it like so. Bring it in and make sure you connect the bottom of the suspension arm. And here, move these back a little. We'll put a seat back in the front. So that's now connecting the front suspension there. And grab, copy the rear, and move it back one more. And get another, we'll copy these 1x3 wedges, face them in, make sure they're connected to the rear suspension arm. Move that so. We'll need a 2x6 block in here. There we go. So that's the 8x8 complete. Nice, quick, simple, and effective build. And it leaves you with plenty of spare complexity to build whatever body you would like. Yeah. That's the builds. Alright, enjoy.